Hello and welcome. It's your favorite gorilla here. Um, I had to start early today because of some scheduling conflicts I wasn't asked about ahead of time, and I didn't think it'd affect it at first, so I had to do some last minute changes here and start early. But for John DeMarco and Salty Trekker's request, they think I should defend the night in sick bay. So you guys are actually pretty nice to me this week. It's not like I had to defend Code of Honor or Threshold, like some of these other guys, maybe, or Indie Tiger making me defend the Move Along Home. Thank you for that one, Indie. But anyhow, it's really actually a good episode. I mean, I don't know what the complaints are on it. It's like, is it there's no pew pew in it? It's a character piece. I mean, it's obvious that that Archer there really loves his dog, and it's a great. The one thing that though that could be really argued though is should he brought his dog down to the planet, which makes for a really good background argument. Granted, the dog should be access to the fresh air, but they've already pissed off this race at least once before, and so maybe it's not such a bright idea to bring a pet down that doesn't know the rules or the link, But anyhow, I thought it was a good character piece. They spend the night in sick bay. You get to learn what Phlox does throughout the night, while everybody's sleeping and all that. And there's a really fun scene, and John DeMarco, if you ever listen to this would be a great video. The whole bat scene where they spend 3 minutes around the sick bay trying to catch the bat. Just you could have a video speeding that up and just playing that little circus music. That'd make a real fun video there. If I ever learned a video edit, that's one of the things I'll do. But I don't see what the complaints are. I thought it was a good episode. Yeah, and some people said, "Oh, so the sex scenes with T'Pol." I was like, first of all, what single man hasn't had a thought about a coworker to just saying? And I know plenty of women. I know this for a fact. Have said the same thing. They've had the same thoughts about their coworkers. And when he's under that much stress, those little funny little speech mix-ups. He's sleep deprived and he's under stress, so those are obvious little mistakes that are going to pop up. But I thought you learned a little bit of cool medical techniques. You see a few cool medical techniques. I had someone say, "Oh, the dog would have died if it was underwater that long." I was like, first of all, their medical technology is over 100 years more advanced than what we have now. We have people survive under. We've had learned of people surviving underwater for over an hour. I mean, they turn those into rescue missions and stuff like that. But overall, I thought it was a pretty decent episode. There's a lot of people complaining about, the acting's a little stiff, and all that, or it's just a sexed up episode, But there's a lot of episodes of Trek that are sexed up that nobody complains about and stuff. So, so overall, I don't know what the complaints are, or many more complaints. Like, what's there to defend on this episode? I thought it was a great episode. Now, could it have been done better? Oh, absolutely. You could say that, but you can say that about a lot of episodes. Um, it, uh, yeah. Now, granted, I could probably. There's probably a lot more to say about this episode, but I didn't get a chance to fully review it more before this because of the schedule conflict. Because usually I watch the episode right before the thing, but because of the whole thing, I didn't get a chance. But overall, it just shows it's a great character piece for Archer and all that. And which person doesn't love their pets? I mean, Well, granted, I probably wouldn't go that case over that with my cats, but I know some people who do that. They go nuts if their cats are in the vets and stuff, or their dogs are the vets and that. But I don't know what else to say about the episode. I thought it was good. You know, no, I think the biggest complaint is a character piece and not a pew pew episode. Yeah, Art. Yeah, you can have arguments on whether or not Archer brought his dog down. Should have brought his dog down or not, or complaints where their their diplomacy was well. First Archer gets pissed, but by the end he's pretty much just bending over ass backwards for them. But yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. And hey, Resolute, did you want to pop up and say anything about the episode? I had to start early. Yeah, because of scheduling conflicts. I was mentioning that earlier. But one thing that Lore Runner was mentioning is they should have been going back for a supply run, versus because and also like the previous episode was that episode with Repair Shop. I can't remember the name of that episode. So they're there. So how are these? How are their? What was it? The injectors? Why were the injectors going bad? But heck, they're not every repair shop's gonna give you grand old parts that work off right away. Some of those because I've gotten parts that were bad right away. And welcome, Resolute. Sorry I had to start early, but I have to go pick up the kid when I get the phone call, and they won't tell me what time.
That's okay. I
Yeah.
wish YouTube would have at least put out the notification that just popped up.
Oh, yeah. I had to change the time just suddenly as soon as I got home. But I gave her like a 20-minute window.
Yeah. I guess it threw YouTube for a loop. The notification just popped up for me.
Oh yeah, well hell, I've gotten notifications for the when I got the reminder on. I've gotten the notification 3 hours after the stream ended.
Yeah. They do that for some reason.
Yeah, I did hear from Salty today. He put out a video that he's all right. He had a big old tree down in his yard and he won't have power. So I take over.
Put out a little show.
Yeah. So at least he's okay. Because
Yeah.
I was gonna go catch like listen to his stream while I was laying down last night. I just seen a 2-minute stream, and it's like, oh, what the hell happened here? Yeah, tornadoes will do that.
Yep.
But at least him and his family are okay.
Yeah. Just the internet didn't survive.
Yeah. Hey there, Indy.
Hey, Indy.
Yeah. I'm pretty much defending this episode here. I didn't have much to defend on it because I thought it was a good episode. I just went over like the normal complaints that people get and how they like the whole thing with him and T'Pol. Well, like what single guy hasn't had a thought or two about a coworker? Just being honest.
Yeah.
And I've heard plenty of women
better episodes. It's one of the better episodes of Enterprise.
Yeah, it's a character piece.
Scantily dressed T'Pol, and a story about a man and his dog.
Yeah.
What more could you want?
Yeah. Hey there, Indy.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Well, I had to start way earlier than I planned to, so I didn't get a chance to review the episode because apparently I have to go pick up my kid but I don't know when I'm supposed to go pick up my kid because she doesn't know when he'll be ready to leave a birthday party.
Well,
oh, I can go pick him up at 6:30. He goes, well, the cake won't even be right by then. So what time can I go pick him up? Because I had a bunch of things like my busiest night I had planned for the week.
yeah,
Wow. Your ex
That's-
is really jerking you around.
yeah. That's what
Well,
happens, I guess, when you have kids, huh?
Yeah, but me and her get along real good on it. This is just one of those mild. It's like of all the nights, I got something. I got a busy, busy night because I still got to do my taxes. But my old boss, I'm still waiting for him to get hold of me so I can figure out how to do it with him.
Yeah. Well,
Don't
taxes
do your
aren't
own
due until the
taxes.
18th.
Oh, I thought they were due on the 15th.
They extended it this year. I just heard from my guy today, so or last night.
Okay, so that's one more stress relief there, I guess. I got a weekend on a busy ass weekend.
Yeah.
On Monday.
Well, it's Easter weekend, so the
Yeah.
whole family's coming down.
Yeah, because it's Easter.
Yeah,
So
Spend the extra money and take it to like H&R Block or whatever service you're comfortable with.
well, that's not the problem. The problem is, just the way I was paid in the no W-2s, otherwise I could do the taxes myself.
oh wow.
Because a lot of it,
legal.
what?
It's not entirely legal.
No, it's legal. But plus,
Yeah.
I did a lot of work for materials to fix my deck. As a trade, even trade. He got me the materials and it helped me fix my deck for in exchange for doing dishes.
There you go. So that's not bad.
Yeah, so I
They
just got
do
to
have
figure.
a form for that.
But yeah, that's
Yeah, but I think he said he was going to take care of the taxes on his side for me.
yeah.
So
Excuse me. Fortunately, I got a friend who does accounting type stuff. So
yeah,
he
yeah,
helps me out.
and also 47 Yorktown, your Canadian taxes are extremely high. Well, you guys pay what 90%? Well, I know Denmark pays like a 67% tax or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if it's actually a good trade off because you don't have any medical expenses at all. And
Well,
you get free public education. I think up through university.
well, Indy, the poorer you are, the better the trade-off is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why people max out at a certain level in like Canada and the Netherlands and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because once you start doing too well, you become the government's bitch.
Yeah,
Kinda.
we got to pay for
Kinda.
all these stupid programs like paying 25 million to see what happens if you put an iguana on a treadmill. I could do that for $25. Someone will loan me the iguana just so the iguana would get exercise. And I could probably find a treadmill on the side of the curb during junk days. I could do that for probably $25, if that. But no, they spent 25 million doing that. Ugh. So, Indy, what do you think of this episode? A Night in Sick Bay.
I don't know. I think it was. I think it was kind of silly, really. I mean, it's like
Well, that makes it fun.
the whole idea of the doctor walking around naked at night, and then his toenails needing to be trimmed every night because they're like 6 inches long by the end of the day. And
It's a character piece, and really, if no one's gonna walk in on you, and you didn't like clothes, wouldn't you walk around naked?
well, you think about it. He's on a ship, right? And you could have an accident at 3 a.m.
And then they'll page him, going, "Hey, doctor, put some clothes on. We need some medical assistance." But yeah,
So, I mean, that's the thing. It's like you've got a guy who's supposed to be who's on call at any time of the day or night. Because you stand watch 24/7. You know, you have watch standers at coming off watch at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and they could easily trip and fall. You know, and then they need medical attention. You know, so that kind of makes no sense to have somebody who's. Well, it doesn't, and the fact is, it doesn't even make sense that he doesn't have his own quarters. That he actually lives in sick bay is kind of stupid.
well, that's because he hardly sleeps. He only needs to sleep like really hibernates like for 6 days out of the. And he takes care of his pets. Now I mentioned earlier, and if John DeMarco ever comes in here, we got to talk him into this. Is he got to cut that scene where they're chasing around the bat there, and speed it up, and put some of that circus music in there.
Yeah. Or Yakety Sax. That the theme the music from Yakety Sax, that Benny Hill was always playing when he was being chased around by the crowd.
I don't know which music's that.
Let me see now if I can remember it.
Or what's it called?
Yakety Sax. Yakkety.
Oh, Sax. Benny Hill?
SAX. Like sax.
All right, I'm plugging it into my phone here. And so, of course, I get an ad. There's like a 4-minute video. Hopefully that's the right stuff. I don't know if you guys can still hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the song. Yeah, that one right there.
Oh, I'm tired. Oh, sorry. I'm yawning a bunch. But anyway, yeah, so I didn't really care for the episode. And then the fact that Archer is being a little bit of a bitch. You know, he's butthurt because his dog got him in trouble. Well, it's your dog. You know, you need to keep him on a leash.
It wasn't his fault. It was the whatever their names were on the planet.
Yeah.
Oh, your dog should be fine. Nothing down here you could worry about. Then he almost dies.
I think they're called the Cretaceans.
Something like that.
So, but yeah, I don't know. It's just not my favorite. Like, you know, I like the Western episode. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So, especially when the guy takes T'Pol as a human shield, and Malcolm just shrugs his shoulders and then stuns her with his face pistol. That was great.
Yeah, one of his fantasies, shoot T'Pol.
Oh yeah. So what are you guys up to?
Not much.
No? So,
I got a
what do
Go ahead.
you do, Resolute? What do you do for a
I-
living?
I work in food production.
Okay.
I run a whole bunch of different packing machines.
Ah, okay. Cool.
And apparently now I am responsible for training new people.
Well, that's
Because
good. That means
Everyone
they-
else can't do it, apparently.
No.
The only other relatively competent person of teaching people how to do this job was transferred over to a different department.
Oh, wow.
And any temp workers or new hires, I'm the one asked to show how to do the job.
Right. Anyway. So
It may or may not come with more money. They're being sort of iffy on that part.
hopefully it comes with more money.
I would hope so.
But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I
I guess let's make it things easier. Getting people trained the right way instead of them fucking it up or coming over to me every 10 minutes and say, "Oh, this ain't working."
Right. Exactly. And then you're like, well, it's because you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. Or the screen is telling you what is wrong. Read the screen.
Yeah.
I know there's a full sentence there and you don't know what it is, particularly just read the screen and remember what it was last time I told you that number meant.
Anyway, here you go, guys. This is my view every day.
Not too bad.
It's getting a little windy over here. It's crazy.
Where are you? Like what
I
state?
live
Country?
I live in Northern Virginia, outside of DC area. So, and I live on the confluence of two rivers. So, yeah, if you over here past these trees is the other river. So they meet right about there where the you see the green roof.
Yeah, I think so.
So, yeah.
I don't know about your area, but here that would be pretty much guaranteed flooding.
Say again?
I don't know about in Virginia, but here, if you're that close to the river, that mean would be guaranteed flooding.
Oh, yeah. We don't get a whole lot because we're so far inland here, and the rivers, they don't have a whole lot of flood tide. I'm going back in because the wind is is screwing up my mic. So yeah, we only get about 9 feet of flood tide. So it's not too bad. And on the 5th floor of my condo building too, so I'm sitting here on the top floor
Okay.
on
Yeah, so you're pretty set.
on top of the hill to boot. So, but yeah, it's very pretty out here. Gorilla, where'd you go? Where'd you get off to?
You still here, Gorilla?
I think he left us alone.
He may have gone to go get the kid and just forgot to turn off the stream.
He might have. Anyway.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We can hear you now.
There you are.
I was trying to talk to you there, but I don't know what's going on with my thing here.
Oh. Maybe.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can
Unplugged
you hear me now?
Yeah.
We hear you.
I fixed it how you fix everything.
Yeah.
You hit it with a hammer.
Well, that's gonna be the next step. I plugged it back in.
Yep. That's what I figured.
No,
So-
but when you say 9 feet, like the river has to become 9 feet deep or rise 9 feet?
The greatest flood tide is 9 feet, so it'll rise about 9 feet.
Okay.
So the one building over there that has the green roof does get a little bit of water in the garage every once in a while, but they got a really sophisticated like pumping station over there to keep the river in check.
Okay.
But yeah, so I wish I could hang out outside because it's really nice, but it's too windy to, it's screwing up my mic.
Yeah, we got good 40-mile-an-hour, 50-mile-an-hour winds here. Bad news is it makes it a little bit nippy with the wind, and can't really do much outside. But on the bright side, I'm getting free firewood, so.
Yeah, well, you know what? So does Salty Trekker. He's got a lot of nice firewood there.
Yeah. Well, at least he was okay. Okay, I was kind of worried about him
Yeah.
last night when I was hearing about that. And Professor, all he knew was that a tree came down in his yard.
Yeah. I didn't know about it until an hour or so ago. When
Well,
I saw his story.
Yeah, I just noticed there was a 2-minute fat overlords there, so I was like,
Yep.
I kind of missed it because me and Jerm were watching Beyond Belief.
Oh, really?
Fact or Fiction.
Yeah. That's the one with Jonathan Frakes.
Now, I'm guessing he came in on second season because this had a different guy. Do you remember his name, Resolute?
Not offhand.
Yeah, that's how memorable this guy was.
He's supposedly pretty famous. I just don't remember him or anything he's been in.
Yeah. Here, I'll look it up here in just a sec.
That's the one where they go, we made it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just randomly pick which one they made up and which one was the truth.
Yeah, the one thing about it, we think they left out some key details because the first one I got 4 out of 5 right, and the second one I got 1 out of 5 right.
Yeah.
But the second 2 were so believable because that it's hard to.
Yeah, they're so obvious that is the one guy who lost his mind on the stand defending himself for murder.
Yeah, James Brolin. That was the vote.
Right.
And there's another one where a guy was in a wheelchair. There, his legs apparently didn't work, and his daughter fell off the tractor. His granddaughter or daughter fell off the tractor there, so he summoned up the strength to run outside there and put the tractor back to stop the tractor, put it in neutral. It's like, oh, that's just Papa Bear coming out, because you hear about mothers lifting cars off their kids and stuff like that. I've seen police officers lift a car off of a lady who was pinned underneath her vehicle there. I mean, it is a big old SUV.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you can, with your leg, using your leg muscles, I mean, you can lift several hundred pounds at least.
Yeah. Well, he's supposed to be paralyzed from the legs down.
Yeah.
So
he had a stroke or something.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they technically worked, but he couldn't control them too well.
Mm.
But then there's one where a kid disappeared in a closet. It's like, oh, that one was true. I was like, but his clothes were still in the closet. I was like, I called that one false. Then there, but apparently that was true. And
they changed little details, like, oh, they didn't really find his clothes in a pile there, and there was actually a way out. There's a huge vent in the back that they just don't mention.
Oh, yeah.
You think that's what it was? A vent in the back of the closet?
Or something stupid like that. They just leave out key details so they can say, oh, yeah, it's true.
Well, I've heard about attic entrances inside the closet, but I haven't seen too many vents going into the closet are big enough for a kid to crawl through.
It could have been a vent or attic access or who knows what.
Yeah, that might have been it. Yeah, because I know some of the walk-in closets will have the access to the attic.
Yeah.
So.
But it's a pretty fun show to watch. It's pretty fun to guess which ones they claim are true and which ones they claim are false.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty good show.
And 47 Yorktown got quiet real fast.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm using my phone now because my battery's dying.
Are you going to switch to your laptop?
No, it's I'm on my smartphone.
Yeah, you say your phone is dying.
Yeah. So.
No, my favorite one on that whole thing was there the guy. It was the first one there with the funeral there, and the guy claimed he had to the guy requested to have it be buried with his war medals and that, and his wife couldn't find him and all that. He shows up at the funeral parlor there to drop off the medals and attach it to him, and it was the guy that was supposed to be dead.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah,
and that was supposedly true.
Wow.
Yeah, twin brother, and there's always an emergency exit. They're required by law to have an emergency exit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm guessing twin brother.
Yeah.
But I could believe having to come back from the dead just to make sure your wife does something right.
Yeah. God damn it, woman! I wanted it done this way. Oh shit! That one's gonna get me canceled. That one's gonna get that little clip there is gonna get clipped. I'm gonna get canceled. No. All right, guys. Since you two are on the panel, you get to pick the next Thursdays.
I've already picked one, so Resolute.
You picked one also.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do got one ready. Have you reviewed Justice yet?
Oh, the disappointing episode where Wesley didn't get executed.
Bingo.
Oh shoot! I'll have to get my meme sent from that I got. Actually, I wonder if it's on this laptop or if that was on my old laptop here. if anything's gonna get me canceled, it's this meme that I actually made.
Mm. The- It was that was such a strange episode. It's like, I think they took, they're called the Edo, right? And I think
Yeah.
they literally took, I think they literally took the word hedonism and said, "Well, what do we call these people? We want to evoke hedonism. So, what do we call them?" And they came up with Edo from hedonism. You know, but yeah, that was just a. Yeah, and the funny thing is, they could have just analyzed the poison with their tricorders, let him die, and then revive him back on the ship.
I don't think God would have looked too favorably on that.
Why? That would have been a great resolution to the episode, because they did it in Code of Honor.
Yeah, they did it in Code of Honor, but they didn't have the basically omnipotent being looking over their shoulder the entire time in that one.
Yeah. You guys want to see the meme that? Hey there, Simple Jack. Feel free to drop your link in if you guys haven't checked out Simple Jack. He does Battlefield 2042 streams there. He comes in and comes in for a little bit there. You guys want to see the meme that'll get my stream canceled?
Why not?
Yeah. Or maybe I should. Here, I'll put it in the private chat there.
Yeah.
Since 47 Yorktown will have to miss out on.
But Germ, I mean, the omnipotent being would have wanted it to happen that way, because he wants his people to believe in these simple rules. The simpler the rules, the better. And if they had just allowed Wesley to die by lethal injection, then
you really want to risk it when you're dealing with something that can blink out their entire ship without really effort?
No, but what happens is they beam the body up to the people on the planet. Wesley is dead. The law is fulfilled, and then you move on. You take off. To the people on the planet, everything worked out just as they expected it to.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on top of up in the ship, they revive Wesley. The Edo Lord sees what's going on and sees it as a miscarriage of justice.
I don't think so. I don't think that the Edo God was thinking that. I wouldn't say that the Edo God would have cared one way or the other if they brought him back to life out, as long as it was away from his children, where his children wouldn't have been affected by it one way or the other.
Yeah. Okay, I can't copy and paste it, but pretty much what it said was it had a picture of the first two blonde bimbos in those freaking toga things, Yeah. Yeah, it said, "Welcome to, let's just say, 1940s German dictator planet, sex planet. Welcome to his sex planet."
Yeah.
Outright.
Yeah, because we were all blonde. That was the other thing. Every single one of them is blonde.
Like, blonde hair, blue.
They just raided a bikini beach party set and just, hey, come on over. Yeah, we need you for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but I posted that one on a couple Facebook groups there, and they actually had to take the picture down after a while because it's causing so many fights in the groups. This is before cancel culture really took off in that, but yeah. I posted that in a couple Star Trek groups, and it just caused so many fights in the comment section. I, I was just sitting back there, even posted as one being go. I can't remember what the actual picture was, but I said me here after I post something and watching the shit storm in the comments. Or like as a picture of as a picture of a person eating popcorn and go me after watching the shitstorm in the comments after I posted something.
That's always fun. Just setting people off, and especially when they're idiots.
Oh yeah, I purposely will troll some people sometimes just because it's so easy to trigger them. My favorite one was I don't know how many death threats and times I got told like in the whole comment section, like literally the whole comment section was death threats, people telling me I should be castrated or I should go slit my own wrist. So,
Wow.
and YouTube, I'm not promoting violence in that. I'm just saying what people told me in the comment section. But I was like at least expecting at least a few FUs, but not getting that crazy.
Oh,
Well,
that just makes it more fun.
Because
And
is it? Yeah,
that's
because
funny because I watch a lot of these debunks of like flat Earth, and those guys can get really triggered. And like I navigated ships in the Navy, and so I'm like, guys, you go when you're out in the open ocean, you actually got to turn the ship to get to where you need to go. And they're like, no, like, uh, what do
hey,
you know?
I was only in the
What do you
Navy
know
for
about
like 6 years, but what the hell do I know? Right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, I did this for a living. I was on the bridge of the ship, navigating the ship.
Yeah, that's
This
what
is
I've
how
always told people now when they tell me I'm wrong on something. I was like, oh, I've only been doing this for 5 years, but what the hell do I know?
right,
But
exactly.
but the best one that pissed off the flat earthers, I was like, well, if the Earth is flat, where's the damn giant cat pushing stuff off over the edge? Oh, that one gets them really pissed off. But the thing that I got that pissed all those people off was I found Lord of the Rings blog thing where people are talking about different stuff in the Lord of the Rings and all that. And you could tell there's more let's say one side of the aisle. And I said, here's a legitimate question. They say that no man can kill the Witch King of Nazgul, whatever the hell it's called.
Yep.
But we know that's a setup so Eowyn could go, I am no man, and stab him in the face. So basically, a woman could kill the Witch King. Now, what if the man identified as a woman? Could he then kill the Witch King? And oh my god, that just set them all off. I was like, Jesus Christ.
That's hilarious.
Well, my second post on that until they banned me was I kind of wish that they would have showed the Hobbit war in the Lord of the Rings movies. I would love to see nothing better than a bunch of midgets running around with pitchforks and torches.
Yeah.
And man, they banned me after that one.
There's this Australian comedian, and he does this bit about identifying, right. He's like, so Thursday I'm playing rugby with the boys, and I knocked this one guy on his ass, and we finished the game, and then later that week I want to get into this lesbian club, and he's the bouncer, and he's like, wait, you just knocked me on my ass a couple of days ago. He's like, and you're a guy, you can't come in. He's like, well, I identify as a woman. So the bouncer lets him in, and then he's like, oh. So then the bouncer is like, Well, the bouncer goes into the bar later on because he gets relieved from the front door, and the guy is like, and the comedian is macking on some woman, and he's like, "Well, I am a lesbian after all." So he's like, I identify as I not only identify as a woman, but I identify as a lesbian. He goes through this whole thing with this guy. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the rest of it, but it's like 3 or 4 things, that he's
Can I identify as someone who's already paid their taxes?
Yeah, I actually owe taxes this year. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
The first time for a long time that I've owed taxes.
Oh.
It's only a few $100, but still.
Yeah, only. Oh. Oh, I found a new scam. It's my new favorite scam.
Yeah.
It made me laugh there. No, a person that I know, she's trying to tell me that she got a message from her friend who says he needs $1,000 in order to save his life. He's been shot. He was in the military and all that. Well, first of all, if he's in the military, his medical's free. Second of all, that's not how our medical system works. If you have been shot, they'll go in, save your life, and then they'll harass you every half an until you pay up.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're not going to get me on that one. I may be stupid, but I'm not that stupid on that. And plus, it costs it'll cost you a lot more than $1,000 to get a bullet removed from you and patched back up.
Yeah.
Well, it costs more than that to get bailed out after they call the cops because you got a gunshot wound.
Well, they don't shoot. If you're the one getting shot, they won't shoot you. They won't arrest you.
Every hospital, at least in the state of Washington, I think it's nationwide too, will report you to the police if you come in with a gunshot wound.
Oh, that's automatic.
You're automatically the suspect because they don't know who shot you.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be written down as a criminal.
Well,
they're the only one available.
That must just be Washington then, because they'll sit there and question you, they'll sit there and open up the investigation. Yeah, they'll call the cops and they'll open up an investigation, but they won't arrest you on that. But also, we don't have that strict of gun laws in our state. Like, we got some strict gun laws, but not as strict as Washington or California or Illinois or New York.
It's sort of screwy around here. They have they have pretty easy concealed carry here.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
they tax the crap out of guns and ammo.
Yeah. That's where they get you. They can't outright ban them because of the Second Amendment, but but there's nothing in the Second Amendment says they can't tax the shit out of it.
Yeah.
To make it unaffordable. See, I live in a state there where one city runs the whole country or the whole state.
Right.
Same here.
Yeah.
Whatever Seattle wants, Seattle gets. Everyone else in the state of Washington be damned.
Yeah. Oregon's like that. California has a bunch of bigger cities, so that kind of influence it, so it's not so bad. But like New York, it's only New York that's really a blue area, but that determines the whole state there. But New York's the same with Illinois with Chicago.
Yeah.
Right. Same with here it's the county. There's like it's literally called Northern Virginia as if it's its own separate state. But this is where 96% of the income for the state comes from, and the rest of Virginia, like except for one or two places like Norfolk because of the naval base, they get what they want, and then that's about it, So it's Northern Virginia and Hampton Roads area, which is where Norfolk is. So, and the rest of the state be damned.
Yeah.
But it's like
Wait.
it's like 4 counties in Northern Virginia. It's like Arlington, Fairfax, Loudoun, and Prince William, because
Yeah.
you get all these. Not only do you have all the politicians, but there's Silicon Alley in like Fairfax and Loudoun County. It's
Yeah.
similar.
God, I haven't heard Loudoun County in a while. They must have
Yeah.
straightened their shit up at that school board.
Yeah.
Did they get rid of that school board, or did they just straighten their shit up?
I don't know yet. I don't really pay attention to local politics because
Yeah. Well, I thought you'd be my fact checker on that, Indy, since you actually live in the area. Because I turned like every time I hear something about San Francisco, I'll ask Elihu, go, what's the actual story on this? Because you actually live there, so
yeah,
living, yeah. So
that's like me asking Bird about the Amazon union because he lives in New York.
yeah. Well, that's one of those. If it's something like a local thing, you can, I'll just ask a person who lives local. Go, hey, what's the real story on this? Because everyone has their own spin that don't even live there. Well, I guess Tim Pool does live in the area. He's like 1 county away from Loudoun.
Oh, is that true? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, you know who Tim Pool is? Yeah, he's like 30 seconds from Fairfax County. He's right on the Maryland, West Virginia, Virginia border there area, that tri-state area.
Okay.
I've
seen his name somewhere. I know I have.
He trolls people on Twitter and that. And he has his own podcast and news channel.
Yeah.
He has
He's
one
the
of the
guy in the beanie hat.
Yeah. He's the one I got my name from.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, because they had Alex Jones on there. They're one of his podcasts. The podcast, I believe, that got taken down, and all of a sudden he just started beating his chest, going, "I am a gorilla." No, that became kind of like a meme thing within his podcasts there. And I can't remember whose stream I went on, but the guy was bitching about Alex Jones and that. So that's when I set my screen name to "I am a gorilla" there. It just to piss him off. He went on about another half an hour rant about that. So that I forgot to change it when I went down to Salty Checkers channel, and that just kind of evolved from there.
Right.
And the nickname stuck.
Right.
It all stuck for me being an asshole.
Right. Yeah.
That's good enough reason for it to stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I did was I just set that there just to piss the guy off. But
yeah, that's cool. Well, do what you do, right?
it's better than some of the nickname stories that people have.
Yeah,
exactly.
Certainly better than mine.
Well, yours is actually pretty. I like your name there, and you got it from your Xbox in there. Indy got his from his initials there, which is I didn't even would have even thought of something like that. He actually had to explain it to me. 47 Yorktown. I'm guessing he lives in Yorktown. He's 47. Simple Jack. He got his nickname from. God, which movie was it? Was it Thunderbirds or Thunder?
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder. That's where his name came from.
Who's that?
Simple Jack. He comes in and hits the like button and leaves a comment for me.
Gotcha.
He was supposed to leave a link to him, but he does Battlefield 2042 streams. Oh, we lost Indy.
I think his battery died.
Yeah, I think he'll be back in a minute. Oh, shit. I thought with Salty not streaming, some of the other guys would have came into the chat. There. but I know like Mike Richard, I don't think he can't he comes out of that, but there he is.
Got kicked out for some reason. I don't know. Just suddenly.
You're the algorithm figured out what you were thinking, and they're gonna boot you off before you can say it.
Oh, yeah. That might be it. I got disconnected from a meeting earlier today too with one of the company clients. That was fun.
Yeah, you weren't pulling an Anthony Tubin, were you?
I don't know who Anthony Tubin is.
Oh, he's the guy that got fired from CNN, and they rehired him a couple months later when they thought everybody forgot about him forgetting to turn his camera off during a Zoom meeting when he decided to pleasure himself.
Oh, right. I remember that story.
Like, who thinks of that when they're in a meeting with their coworkers talking business?
I have no idea. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's
At least
probably-
be smart.
Okay. 47 Yorktown's kind of. Let's see. I understand the Yorktown was a starship, but I don't know what's the 47 reference. I don't know what the 47 would reference in Star Trek.
Oh yeah, 47 comes up a lot apparently in Star Trek. Like there's starships with 47 in their number and other
Okay.
versions of 47. Yeah.
Okay, maybe the serial number or whatever of the Yorktown has a 47 in it, like 1047 or something like that, or the like a 1747 or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Actually, I'm gonna look that up.
And like
I'm
there's
just-
47 and there's like 47 miners after the Hordos killed a few of them or something, probably, something like that. There's 47 miners left.
Code 40. The number 4. Oh, it makes it a lot on the computer screens and the according to Memory Alpha. Okay. Yeah, it just shows up on computer screens and all that other stuff a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense now. I learned something. I'll probably forget it, but I learned something.
Hang on to it for trivia night or for Jeff Nerdy.
Yeah, but John would have to. Hey, maybe we could talk John into doing a 47 category.
That would be good.
Hey, 47 Yorktown, you're gonna have to do that. Talk John DeMarco doing a 47 category because he did the non-corporeal beings, and that one was a good category there. Sometimes I think I entered the wrong. That one week I entered the wrong round though, because the first round I would have done really good on, but that second round I did crap, and I was sitting there trying to deal with the babysitter issue and stuff like that.
Yeah, that sucked.
Yeah, but
you gotta take care of the family. Family is first.
Yeah.
I don't feel too bad about doing horribly on Andy Trecker's Jeopardy.
Yeah. But I rock
the real BS.
Yeah. Well, I kicked ass in the Lord of the Rings trivia on File Mike's. I kicked ass on Yorville, but Mercer beat me out because they screwed up the final Jeopardy there, and I wasn't really paying attention when everybody already entered their answers. So,
oh yeah,
I just told him cancel out final Jeopardy because I was gonna bet enough points. I think we were playing against Bird of Prey there. I said because I was gonna bet enough points to give Bird a chance to at least come out of last place there, and Mercer was playing conservatively.
Yeah,
but but they screwed up the Final Jeopardy, so I just canceled out the. I said so cancel out the Final Jeopardy there because it wasn't really much fair, especially since everybody hit enter before. Well, I was sitting there looking at checking something because I was having the answer typed in and everybody already hit enter and they thought I just copied an answer and I was like, so Mercer won that. He won it fair and square. I just wasn't paying attention to when because usually he goes, type in your stuff but don't hit enter.
Right.
And we all hit enter at the same time, so nobody's copying answers and that, or can accuse of people of copying answers.
Yeah.
So there's that. But I gotta remember to talk about Vile Mike there. I gotta remember to text Mike Shriver to ask him how he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a nasty infection after his surgery.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. So.
Oh yeah, he showed me pictures of it, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Wow.
It was bad infection.
Hmm.
And I'm not sure if a doctor leaves something inside you if you can sue him for malpractice.
Depending on where you are, yeah.
Well, it's Michigan, so I don't know. Because I know they make you sign a bunch of waivers saying they're not responsible for this, that, and that. But I think if they leave something inside you, they should be held They could be held liable.
Yeah.
But
you can't sign away gross negligence on the doctor's part.
Yeah,
no
I'm pretty sure
they have you sign. If they fuck up big enough, you can still sue them.
Okay. I guess it just kind of depends. Judge's discretion there.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, you're probably going to attempt to sue them anyway if they leave something inside of you and it causes you more medical issues. You might never get to the courtroom, but
no, they might settle out of court on that.
Yeah, the hospital will probably pay for additional medical expenses and
yeah. It depends on how nice of a guy you want to be. It depends on how good of a lawyer you can afford.
Yeah.
When it comes to medical stuff, be as rotten and vile and cruel as you can because they are going to be 10 times worse to you.
Yeah. Well, so far I've been lucky. I've only been in a hospital an extended stay for like twice in my life. Once when I had the stroke when I was 3 years old, and my left side was all paralyzed, and then once just for observation when I started having seizures in my 40s. So,
not too bad.
Yeah. I mean, I've been in emergency rooms and stuff because getting hit by cars and stuff, or stupid things like that.
But it's the one thing that I never did go to the emergency room for. I've been hit by 3 different cars. Never saw a doctor. Never went to ER. Anything for that, but.
I got hit by a car the other day. It wasn't very fast speed, but like, it's just a high school girl, and she was just freaking out. I was like, I'm not gonna wreck this high school girl's whole life over this, But I told her to make sure she pays the fuck attention next time, because the next guy's not gonna be so nice.
Yeah.
I was like, I wasn't hurt. It just knocked me on my ass.
Right. Yeah. So I was 12 when I was riding my bike, and I saw my buddy coming. There was like a fork in the road, and they meet up again later on, and I'm like, oh, there's my buddy I'm going to meet on the other road, and I didn't looked behind me, and I decided to turn when I decided to turn around and I sideswiped the car. So, and then when I was 16, I was coming home from a football game, being dropped off, and I run around the front of the car, and somebody was passing him on the left, and so I rolled up onto the hood of the car, and back down onto the ground, and basically killed the car. So, yeah, I went to the hospital for both of those things, emergency room. So, but no damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually hit a car with my bike the one time. The lady didn't even bother. She just got out. There's just a dent in her car. My bike tire's wheels. She's just, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. She's like, it's okay. And she just got back in
Yeah.
her car, took off.
Yeah. So I was leaving I was leaving this art workshop that I used to go to before the vid, and I saw it coming. This kid was barreling, is it side street, right? In a neighborhood, and this kid is barreling down this hill on his bicycle, and a car is coming, and they can't see each other, and the kid T-bones the car, and I'm like,
Ouch.
shit. And if it, I knew what was going to happen, and I didn't have time to think of what to do. It just happened that quick.
Yeah, thankfully, the only things I've been hit with is a Civic, a Prius, and a Mustang.
I mean, you never had a girlfriend that smacked you with stuff?
Oh no, I've had a girlfriend try to stab me,
Really?
but not try to run me down with a car.
Yeah. Wow.
That sounds like a fun story to hear.
Not much of a story. I was somewhat neglectful, and she had a temper. Thankfully, I was in my 20s and I still could move pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, if it happened today, I'd be full of holes.
Well, if it happened today, wouldn't she be just as bad?
I don't know.
I mean, she's going to be.
Thankfully, I haven't seen her in 16 years.
Yeah. But like your girlfriend would be your age, presumably.
Give or take.
So she probably doesn't move as fast either anymore.
I'd be surprised how fast they can move when they're pissed off.
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh, my funniest story is the ex there. She used to throw her phone around the house all the time. I don't know how many walls that phone hit. Never a scratch on it. Never broke it or nothing. Then she gave me the phone when after she got a new one there, and I drop it one time from like a foot off the ground there, and it cracks the whole screen, like shatters the whole screen.
Wow, that sucks.
I was like, what the fuck?
Seriously.
Like, she threw it around the house, like literally threw it around the house. How many times? Yeah, nothing. But as soon as I use it, I drop it one time, and it shatters.
That's crazy.
Enough to make it cuss up a storm. I was like, geez.
Yep. Well,
So I made sure to have screen protectors on now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I am getting hungry, so I am gonna go.
So what are you gonna make us? Because we're hungry too.
Probably a chicken pot pie.
Oh, chicken. Well, Banquet makes these mega bowls. Man, those things are delicious. I've been buying more of those lately.
Yeah. Somebody used to make a chicken pot pie with mashed potatoes on top instead of the crust, instead of the pie crust. Those things were so good. I love the mashed potatoes, but I guess they weren't popular enough. They stopped making them.
Yeah.
I remember a long time ago, Boston Market did something like that.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe Boston Market. Yeah.
What's
I
a
think it was.
Boston Market?
It
It's
was
a.
a restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah. It's an East Coast
yeah.
restaurant.
Okay, because I'm from a dinky little town here.
Yeah.
Like, we just got our first business with a sliding door 2 years ago.
You got what?
Our first business with a sliding door 2 years ago.
Oh,
yeah,
wow. Okay.
Yeah, welcome to 1988.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how far behind my town is.
Uh,
Yeah. We had
So-
Boston Market out here maybe 20 years ago.
yeah.
They were here and gone in less than 3 years. They did not stick around for nothing.
Yeah. They the restaurants aren't doing too good, but they also have food in the supermarkets too. So you might find it in your supermarket.
Yeah, the hot case delis.
Mm. Well, they have like the frozen food section. So they have prepared foods from Boston Market, at least in my area, in like the frozen food section. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Doesn't sound does you know clearly we're not going to do Jeff Nerdy tonight, so that's off.
Yeah. Well, I could possibly do another stream later on tonight after I go get the kid.
Once you get the kid, all right. Yeah, well, if you're on, I'll probably come by and check you out then.
Okay. Maybe I'll do the dystopian future one here because I asked Resolute last stream which one would you which stream would we rather people be more interested in? Why dystopian futures are so what was the word I used? Appealing, or
Yeah.
Federation diplomacy, the subtle art of taking it up the ass.
I'm out, guys. Have a great
All
night.
right. All right, we'll see you, Andy.
See you, Andy.
So, what else you want to talk about, Resolute?
Oh, nothing's coming to mind.
Or, well, maybe we'll do the live stream a little bit later. I'm not sure yet. I'll figure out what's all going on. But we'll see you, everybody. You want to plug your channel, Resolute?
Yeah. Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Tuesday night, 6 p.m. We get cartoons on Saturday, sci-fi on Tuesday.
All right. Yep, and everybody knows if they're watching this, they know my channel. I will not be streaming Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Just a reminder on that because of Easter. But we'll be back Monday, maybe later tonight, depending on how everything goes and that. But just everybody have a good night and remember to